trying to do is to network with people that can be useful. All of these guys are like the mafia. Trump, Rupert, Rudy. You want to be a customer, not a competitor.
What we've uncovered are secret tape recordings of billionaire Anthony Pratt describing his relationship with Donald Trump. He describes why he sought to access Trump, how he got that access through the Mar-a-Lago club, and what Trump told him. Well, he's a billionaire, a very, very successful businessman who took over his family's, his father's and his grandfather's packaging and recycling business when his father passed away, Richard Pratt, and expanded it. So from a $1 billion empire to a multi-billion dollar empire. And along the way, he's been known for finding friends in high places in politics. Now, no more so than in the US, where as a younger businessman, he built the Vizzy family business empire in New York and then across America. And this has become a huge story recently because his friendship with Donald Trump, his relationship with Donald Trump, exploded into the US news over allegations that Pratt had gained great access to Trump via things like becoming a member of Trump's Mar-a-Lago private club, but that Trump had given or leaked or disclosed to Pratt very sensitive and potentially classified information about America's submarine fleet. A huge story that took off a fortnight or so ago that raises real questions about Trump's ability to keep secrets, but also raises questions about Pratt and Pratt's access to power.
The former president shared potentially sensitive information about America's nuclear submarines while at Mar-a-Lago.
It would be an extraordinary thing if the special counsel can prove, and just allegations at the moment, that Trump actually gave classified and sensitive information beyond what's generally known, beyond what's on Wikipedia, about the US submarine fleet. But we know from our Pratt, a foreign businessman with no need to know that information. I mean, the US submarine fleet is its critical last line of defence in a major conflict to keep the American people and its allies safe. And they guard, the US guards, for obvious reasons, details about how many nuclear warheads and the numbers, etc., to do with its fleet. So what's been disclosed, which is an open question, is critical. But ponder this on the tape recordings. Now, Pratt doesn't mention submarines or Trump. He does say that Trump disclosed to him details of a military strike against militants linked to Iran in Iraq, almost in real time or just after that strike happened, and the fact that the Iraqi leader had privately called Trump. It was as if Trump was boasting about the strike and this private phone call to Pratt, who on the tape expresses his surprise and shock that he'd learned this information directly from the President of the United States.
I hadn't even heard it. It hadn't even been on the news yet. He said, I just bombed Iraq today. And the President of Iraq called me up and said, you just leveled my city. And he said, and I said to him, okay, what are you going to do about it?
There is no suggestion that Pratt is a suspect or has done anything wrong in these dealings in respect of this ongoing investigation by a special counsel in the US. Rather, the special counsel is looking at Trump and whether Trump has stored classified information improperly and disclosed improperly. And that's why Pratt's been drawn into this. So Pratt risks being actually a witness against Trump. It's a very awkward place for a billionaire to be, of course. A billionaire who loves to control the public narrative around himself. But there's no suggestion he's done the wrong thing. This is a study of power and what the powerful say when they think no one's listening. And that's why it's so revealing. And there's some hypocrisy here. On the one hand, we see Pratt praising Trump publicly, supporting him, yet being privately scathing. And again, that should lead voters in Australia, the United States, to question why it is that billionaires align themselves with politicians and leaders. Is it because they genuinely think they're great leaders, or because there's some other interest at play? We suspect the wealthy and powerful in the business world seek these relationships for their own interests. We can see it happening sometimes from a distance, but very rarely do we see these very powerful business people explain, albeit while they're not knowing they're being recorded, about what it is that they're actually seeking in their own words. That's the power of these recordings.